States is currently grappling with what could be the country's hardest week of the coronavirus pandemic. United States has crossed the 400,000 mark in terms of COVID-19 positive cases. The country recorded nearly 2,000 deaths in the last 24 hours, the single highest death toll recorded in a day in the world. Meanwhile, New York, which is the epicenter of the outbreak in the U.S., recorded its deadliest day of the pandemic with 731 deaths overnight. The new daily death toll is a massive jump from yesterday's 599 new deaths. New York accounts for nearly half of the total death toll in the country. New hospitalization in the state also nearly doubled to 656. Now, this comes just a day after New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said that New York was witnessing a possible flattening of the curve. But Cuomo believes that there is still some good news.
Total number of newly hospitalized is up from yesterday, but when you look at the 3-day averaging of these numbers, the 3-day average is down, which is good news. This is the 3-day hospitalization rate. We tend not to look at any one day. Day to day, it's up somewhat, but if you look at the 3-day average, it's moving down, which is good news. We talk about the apex, and is the apex a plateau? And right now we're projecting that we are reaching a plateau in the total number of hospitalizations, and you can see the growth, and you see it starting to flatten. Again, this is a projection. It still depends on what we do, and what we do will affect those numbers.
Meanwhile, health officials have developed a new testing regime for use in the state. The test would determine whether a person has developed antibodies from contracting the virus. Now, this would be part of a larger plan aimed at getting people back out after the lockdown. To ease the burden on the healthcare system, the state has also turned a cathedral church, the U.S. naval ship Comfort, and the Jacob K. Javits Convention Center into makeshift hospitals. Meanwhile, on the deadliest day of the pandemic, U.S. President Donald Trump said he was still cheerleading for the country. In his daily White House briefing, Trump talked about relief measures and the supply of ventilators.
A total of 110,000 ventilators coming over a short period of time. I don't think we'll need them. Hopefully we won't need them. I don't think we'll need anywhere near them. But we'll have them for the future, and we'll also be able to help other countries who are desperate for ventilators. So based on the incredible success of the program, I'm announcing that I'll be asking Congress to provide an additional $250 billion for the Paycheck Protection, which will help keep Americans employed to facilitate a quick and full recovery.
But as the country grapples with the pandemic, Wisconsin held its presidential primary as planned. This comes in direct contradiction to the state's wide stay-at-home order. As voters head to the polls, there are now concerns that the election could expose thousands of voters and poll workers to this deadly infection.